Back in 45, a one-eyed French-Canadian sergeant named Leo Major did the impossible. He basically liberated the Dutch city of Zwolle by himself and earned the Distinguished Conduct Medal for it. 5 years later, when Korea caught fire, he re-enlisted with the Royal 22 Regiment, the Van Doos, and went back to war. November 1951, Hill 355, Little Gibraltar, a commanding piece of ground the Chinese had just taken from the Americans. With only 18 men, Leo led a daring night raid, slipped behind enemy lines, and took the flank. For 3 brutal days, he and his boys held that ground against wave after wave, calling mortar and artillery fire so close they could hear the explosions through the radio. When it was over, Leo Major had earned a bar to his DCM, the only Canadian never to win it in 2 different wars. And the enemy was starting to learn the same lesson they'd learned at Capillon. These Canadians simply would not break. One eye in the dark, one eye on the prize. Leo Major came back with fire in his eyes. From Zwolle to Korea, the same old ghost. Now the Van Doos were marching and he led the post. 18 men in the night, no glory to claim, slipped behind the wire and they lit the flame. Hill 355, Little Gibraltar they called it. He took the flank while the big gun stalled it. They came in waves and the hill turned red. He called the fire down on his own head. Bring it closer, he told the guns. If they want this ground, they'll pay in tons. One-eyed Major and do stand tall. One-eyed Major, they would not fall through the nights and the shell and the cold. The one-eyed ghost turned the hill to gold. Hey! 3 days on that ridge with the ammo running thin. Every man knew they might not see home again, but the Van Doos held and the Major roared, called the danger close and the valley roared. The Chinese learned what the Pats had shown at Capillon the week before. These maple leaf bastards just wouldn't break. They'd rather die than give an inch of ground they'd take. So pour the dark and raise the glass for the one-eyed man who wouldn't pass. For the Van Doos who stood when the world came down and turned that hill into hallowed ground. One-eyed Major, Van Doos stand tall. One-eyed Major, they would not fall through the nights and the shell and the cold. The one-eyed ghost turned the hill to gold. Aye. He didn't need 2 eyes to see the truth. Some men are made of something stronger than youth. He'd already cheated death in another war, so he looked at Korea and said, "Give me more."